Flashback.
There were 3 people right there.
Danny's like Kyle Rittenhouse. And
We're looking at all of it. That was an interesting situation. You saw the same tape as I saw, and he was trying to get away from them, I guess, it looks like, and he fell, and then they very violently attacked him, and it was something that we're looking at right now, and it's under investigation, but I guess he was in very big trouble. He would have been, he probably would have been killed, but it's under investigation.
A few moments later.
Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about this hilarious story of Kyle Rittenhouse flip-flop pollywopping. Okay, this guy, he should feel ashamed of himself right now, because you guys might have already heard Kyle Rittenhouse came out earlier today, just today, saying that he was not going to support Donald Trump because he didn't feel like he was strong enough on the Second Amendment, primarily due to the banning of bump stocks. Okay, now, guys, this is a thing that was so stupid about this. He came out with a video this morning talking about this, and he said he was going to support Ron Paul. Ron Paul. You guys remember Ron Paul? Like the OGs know. Okay, Ron Paul is cool, but guess what? Ron Paul's not even running for president. It's one of the stupidest things ever that he could have did. How the hell are you gonna write somebody in? They're not even running for president. It's literally the definition of a throwaway vote. It's one thing if it's like RFK Jr. or something. Sure, he's a radical leftist, but he's running for office. Ron Paul's not running for office. So this was literally like some sort of weird protest vote or something. He's saying you got to stand behind your principles. I'm like, the radical left hate the Second Amendment. If they had it their way, they would just ban guns, period. Just Second Amendment removed. They would hit the delete key on the keyboard. No more Second Amendment. Give me all your guns. Matter of fact, Kamala Harris says she wants to force a buyback program.
What would you do about the millions of specifically assault weapons that are already in circulation? What do you do about those?
Well, there are approximately 5 million, to your point, Craig. We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program. It's got to be smart. We got to do it the right way.
This dum-dum knew, or should have known, even, I know he's a young guy, but come on, guys. This dum-dum should have known that your choice is going to be between person who wants to get rid of all guns if they could get past the Supreme Court, which they're trying hard as hell to do. They will get past the Supreme Court, ban all guns, versus somebody who actually supports the Second Amendment but has to work with the laws in the congressional people that we have. You have to work with those people. You can't just have 100% of it, or basically all or nothing is what Kyle Rittenhouse wanted. And he posted this stupid behind video. Here, I'm going to show you for those who haven't seen it.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
So this is ironic how this happened. Okay, he made this stupid decision, but just a few hours later, here's what Kyle had to say. Because over the past 12 hours, I've had a series of productive conversations with members of the Trump team, and I'm confident he will be a strong ally to gun owners that gun owners need to defend our Second Amendment rights. Yeah, no ish, Sherlock. My comments made last night were ill-informed and unproductive. I'm 100% behind Donald Trump and encourage every gun owner to join me in helping send him back to the White House. Guys, This was after Rittenhouse got ratioed on these stupid posts. He got so many freaking, look at me, 12,000 comments. For some reason, he got 8,000 hearts. Who the hell is out here hearting Kyle Rittenhouse for this stupidity? If Kamala Harris somehow wins, if she wins, they're already trying to impeach Justice Alito and Clarence Thomas. They're trying to remove conservative justices. If Donald Trump wins, he could add more conservative justices potentially. The radical left is trying to literally straight up overthrow the judicial branch. They're trying to remove people that have been appointed. Something I don't know if we've ever even seen that happen before. Not that I'm aware of. Somebody let me know in the comments. But this fool trying to literally split the MAGA base, 8,700 dummies out there liked his video. So it's people out there who think like maybe some libertarians or some radical leftists or something, but somebody out there, there's probably some conservatives mixed in there too. Independents, whatever, who think like this fool, who may not see his update. His update has a lot more likes on it, so a lot of people saw it, and it has a bunch of comments on it. It got 12. It has more stuff. It has more comments, 12,000 comments, 23,000 likes, hearts on it. So yes, people are seeing it. 2.9 million views on that, on this video. 2.9 million views on the video. Okay, so people saw both of them. But the fact that he came out and said this at all, some people are gonna miss his update. They're just gonna think, yeah, Donald Trump doesn't support the Second Amendment. Yeah, like I'm gonna vote for RFK, or I'm not gonna vote at all. Like F Donald Trump. This guy's an idiot. If Kyle Rittenhouse would have been in jail, the leftists were after this dude's head. They're trying to make him like a scapegoat. They're trying to take him down. The leftists were out here saying that Kyle Rittenhouse shot black people, which never even happened, but they literally had their own stories concocted against him. The Young Turks, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, all of these people hate Kyle Rittenhouse. All these people on the radical left, they hate this guy. To even be seen in photos with him, you're risking massive amounts of hatred. Like, people sacrificed everything. People gave money to this fool. In a turnaround, like Donald Trump just got shot. And he didn't start talking about taking guns. The left at his, when they were talking to the lady, I forget her name, the lady who got fired. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the Supreme Court Justice, the Supreme Court, or Secret Service. You know what I'm saying? The Secret Service lady who got fired, Kimberly. They were talking to her, and all the Republicans are talking about, hey, how did this shooting happen? The radical leftists are like, hey, we need more gun control.
In the wake of gun violence and tragic loss of life, Republicans are ignoring solutions like gun safety reform and instead trotting out sexist tropes.
In the space in which this event took place, it was an open carry space. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And I think almost every major law enforcement agency come forward and say that they were against permitless carry because they said that their jobs would be made more difficult. They also were given an opportunity to say, hey, raise the age and make it to where at least you have to be 21 before you can possess this type of weapon. And they chose not to.
During a congressional hearing about the Secret Service, they started talking about more gun control. Kyle Rittenhouse is an effing idiot. I'm sure that he felt bullied into this decision. He said the Trump team contacted him. That's cool and all, but I don't know if this was a stunt. I really don't think so. I really think this fool was serious, and he should feel stupid. Okay, Kyle, if you see this video, you're dumb. I know he's still young, but he's not the age he was when all of this mess started. Like, isn't he like mid-20s or something by now? He's getting up there. It's time to learn, Kyle. You didn't learn from the radical left to try to lock your ass up the first time. You know that they passed laws to come after Trump. They changed the law to come after Trump. You know they could do the same thing to you, right? If Kamala Harris get in office, I don't think they're done with you, Kyle. So you might want to think twice. I'm going to tell you like Hakeem Jeffries, dumb, stupid looking ass said, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. Good thing you turned it around, Kyle. At least you did something right. I'm out.
You stupid! Stupid! That's crazy!